It's very simple. How Mammon lures people into his trap is to, number one, make the systems of this world unfair to you. Yes. Because Satan is what? The God of this world. A sinner does something, is prospering. You have the light of God within you. You do it and you are failing up and down. It's Mammon's system. That's why for a Christian, kingdom wealth transfer is warfare. Because Satan knows that the moment you win, he becomes your slave. So he will put up a fight. The moment you begin to prophesy kingdom wealth transfer, Satan will come against you with aggression. Satan nearly destroyed my name. I would be in the night. I thank of my spiritual father, Apostle Mosiah. He said, don't worry, the things you are saying, I've checked. God spoke to you. He said, don't worry about anything. I was seeing myself, fake prophet. I said, God. And then Lord told me one day, he said, do you think that Satan will cross his leg and see the church empire? Do you know what will happen if everyone here are billionaires? Some may backslide, but the larger portion will not. What is the biggest station? In fact, let's send our one satellite to the moon. No, let's do this one in the name of, let's buy every billboard in this town for the next 10 years. Nobody will put any worldly thing. Is Jesus. That club making noise, how much did they build? 1 billion. 10 I'm giving them 20 billion. It's money that, before you know, the whole land is being taken for the Lord. Satan knows. You see, there is no kingdom takeover without land possession. Don't be deceived. Kingdom takeover is not just prayer. It also involves territory. It will also take over the lands. That's why once you are shouting Sokale in the church, other religion, they are buying lands. Let me tell you something that most of you don't know. God is a kingdom spirit. Satan is also a kingdom spirit. God has angels. Satan has angels. God receives worship. Satan receives worship. God does miracles. Satan does miracles in this world. God can give wealth. Satan can give wealth. But you see, the only thing is that he exchanges his own wealth for worship. He exchanges his own wealth for worship. So when we saw a transactional worship setting in the Bible, it was Satan that was bringing the offer. All these things I will give unto you if thou will bow down and worship. So it means that if you as a Christian, you are seeking the face of God, and at the back of your mind you are saying, oh, you know, bless the Lord, don't forget his benefits. It means you're already exchanging. That's why I don't believe in pay your tithe and then the devourer will not know. The same you say there's no longer condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. So Satan makes the systems of this world unfair to you. And then when the systems of this world is unfair to you, you will do either of two things. You will either go and pray or you will backslide. Now if you backslide, Satan has won. If you pray and God collapse the system for your sake, and money comes to settle your issue, the way our brother testified, as much as you testify, be careful. Because Satan has also planted something to your mind. What is that thing? The prayer that your God can answer, at the end of the day, it is money ultimately that will be used. So if you are not careful, over time you begin to equate God to money. You pray, it is money that answers it on the earth. I know you go and testify and say, God did this for me, but if you are not careful, sir, money is already raising itself to become a God in your eyes. And then guess what happens? The next time you fall into the same issue, you may pray a little, but ultimately you still be chasing money. Because it was money that you saw that answered it. After some time, you begin to chase money. You begin to chase money and say, okay, money is a security, I need to hold it. But you see, what the Lord told me, he said, how you will know that Mammon has now gotten a seat in your heart is that it will be difficult for you to release money. If you are stingy, sir, it's only prayer mat you don't have now to be praying to Mammon. You know, I'm a Christian, but I'm very economical. Okay. Go and investigate all these things they preach to you about Mammon, money, wealth, and all that. And you will discover that at the end of the day, Mammon is the one. So any Christian who is stingy with material wealth has now become a slave to Mammon. Because what is precious to you is where your heart is. And it's where your heart is that you consider treasure. So if earthly possessions becomes a treasure to you, and it is difficult for you to let it go for whatever reason, sir, you are a slave of Mammon. Holy is the Lamb. You don't know why this song came. I saw you praying with this song some years ago. You praying with this song blessed you for months and months, and you will sing and cry. Many years ago, exactly. I see you giving people things in worry. I don't know if you've been to worry before.
I was brought up in worry.
You were brought up in worry. Now who is Timothy?
My father.
Your father. Paula.
My mother.
Your mom. Powers from Imo State.
That's where I'm from.
Imo State. Olu.
My local government.